Hello, my name is Aaron Edwards, and I am with Levin Rinke Realty right here in Pensacola Beach, Florida. So those of you who have been keeping up with the market updates that I send out on a weekly basis, somewhat familiar with the format, so I wanted to change it up a little bit and really introduce kind of a personal touch and, from at least my side, get to associate a face with a name. Some of you I've met, actually many of you I've met. Talked to a lot of you via phone, email, things along those lines. But really my goal is to keep everyone informed on the local real estate markets specific to Pensacola Beach, Florida, as well as Gulf Breeze, Florida. So jumping right in, really taking a look at the past week. And so when I reference a week, I pull these stats from Thursday to Thursday. So the stats we'll be going over today are everything that's happened from July 19th through this morning when I pulled this information. So in keeping it simple, Portofino, last week there was one Portofino unit that sold, leaving 23 still in the market actively for sale. Now, Portofino encompasses 5 existing towers today for 765 units. So when you look at the 23 that are available, that represents a very small percentage of the total number of units that are there. So sub 3%, which in a high-end resort property, the goal is to stay around 7 to 8%. So as you can see, Portofino is performing very well against the industry average and the expectations that have been set. When we look at the existing condominium units that are on the beach outside of Portofino, 2 more units sold last week. One was a beach club, which is a very exclusive Gulfront condominium, also built by the same developer as Portofino. Very beautiful unit. If you've never seen Beach Club, I would say that it's probably one of the more exclusive places on the beach, right up there with Portofino. There are 33 total condo units still left on the beach that are currently active for sale right now. I know many of you have been looking at condominiums online through my website, but I would also like to encourage you to reach out, and that's for anybody, to really get a better understanding of what Pensacola Beach and Gulf Breeze is all about, as well as the inventory that's out there. Very much different than your typical coastal communities, even along Florida's Gulf Coast, but East Coast, West Coast, a lot of differences specific to Pensacola Beach itself. When we look at the beach homes, so we categorize those as single-family residential units. One was sold this past week. 50 of them are still available on the market. What I will tell you about the single-family residentials, many of you are looking at investment-type opportunities. Pensacola Beach is very specifically zoned by neighborhood to where there are some that will not allow the short-term rentals. If they do, there are minimum night stays, and those all vary based on the different homeowners associations and the rules that they have in place. So if you're looking at that type of property, we definitely need to talk, and that goes for condos as well, because we want to make sure that the properties you're looking at are going to line up with your overall financial goals. So, and if you're looking for a second home or a permanent residence and you don't want to be in an area that allows for short-term rentals, very likely, same scenario, we need to talk so that you're looking at the right areas that are going to allow you to achieve that. As we move over to Gulf Breeze, so Gulf Breeze is simply straight across the Intracoastal Waterway or the Sound. 14 total homes sold last week since Thursday. Gulf Breeze is still a very, very, very popular place to live. I personally live in Gulf Breeze myself, with an active inventory of 204 single-family homes. One of the main attractions of Gulf Breeze, outside of its proximity to Pensacola Beach and just the beautiful area that it is the A-rated school systems that people are eagerly trying to get their children into school from a public school standpoint. So many different reasons that people are looking at Pensacola Beach and Gulf Breeze. I can also help anywhere in the greater Pensacola, but for the purpose of this audience, the newsletter that I put out on a weekly basis is specific to Pensacola Beach and Gulf Breeze. So if there are other areas that you're interested in the greater Pensacola area, please feel free to reach out. I work all over, but for the purpose of this, like I said, I wanted to make this a very niche marketing newsletter to keep the folks that are interested in these areas up to date. You'll notice in this week's edition too, there is a quick link to Portofino Island Resort. So there's 5 existing towers today. We will be breaking ground on Tower 6 this coming year, and there are pre-construction opportunities that are there. So just take a minute, click that link, look around. Even if you're not interested in the new construction, it'll give you a great idea of what it's going to be, but also taking a look at the overall property and the amenities that Towers 1 through 5 have to offer today. As with anything here, guys, there's a lot of folks that are looking for the same types of properties in Pensacola Beach and Gulf Breeze. When that house comes on the market or that condo comes on the market, there are literally a line of people waiting for that to happen. And I'll use an example. You're going to see, if you look at it today, right now, there's an active listing for Emerald Isle condominium. I believe it's the 2E unit. It's on the 2nd floor. That is listed at $525,000. It is one of the iconic buildings or units on Pensacola Beach that is direct Gulf front and has a very, very great income producing unit. So there are multiple people that have been wanting to see this as soon as this listing hit. And so my point in saying all this is, as you're looking through this inventory, it's very important that we have a conversation. Phone is always the best so that I can better understand exactly what it is you're trying to accomplish and what you're looking for. And when those things happen, as properties pop on the market that I feel are going to meet what you and I discussed, I can quickly let you know, in some cases before they hit the market, so that if it matches up to what it is you're looking for, you may be able to beat that rush and take a look at it before it hits the general population. As you've seen, if you're paying attention to the Gulf Breeze in particular, the single family homes, many of the ones on the week's prior's report, you saw 1 days, 2 days, 4 days, 5 days. So that is not uncommon in this area. And if it's Gulf Breeze, as an example, is an area you're looking into, let's have a quick conversation to see what it is that you're looking for so that I can be aware and be able to help you act fast if that's what you're looking for. If you're taking your time and are looking at things for down the road, I'm perfectly fine with that too. I'll work with buyers with all different time frames in mind. So I hope you got a little bit of information out of this. If there's anything I can do to help you locally in the area or some questions you may have, please feel free to reach out. You have my direct contact information embedded in here, and I hope you have a fantastic day.